Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Rama, and in today's video, we are breaking into this week's deals and discounts plus bonus money in Grand Theft Auto Online. And I can tell you for a fact that this is a fantastic week. You are going to be able to earn a lot of money, specifically with the Nightclub. See, the Nightclub is a business I always tell people to pick up, whether you're new or experienced, mainly down to the fact that you only need to get a couple businesses started up, and the Nightclub, even in terms of passive income for your warehouse technicians, is very, very good. And this week, it's even better. First of all, nightclubs are 30% off, so if you make your way over to Maze Bank foreclosures, any nightclub that you want to buy is going to be 30% off. And all of the subsequent upgrades are 30% off, so getting the storage, which is very important and can be extremely costly, is 30% off. I would highly recommend to get the Nightclub. And one really cool thing about this property is that it actually carries one of the cheapest garage slots in the game. Like a 10-car garage, 20, 30-car garage in the Nightclub is only about $100,000 normally. So if it's 30% off, you can buy basically a 40-car garage for only a couple $100,000, which is a really good deal, way cheaper than the Eclipse Boulevard garage. The other ways you're going to be making money, well, double money on the sale mission. So that means if we hop onto our computer here, we can see that we have warehouse technicians. And these guys are sourcing me goods at every moment I'm playing this game. So we can see that in warehouse management here. They have sourced me a lot of goods, and I can sell that for $545,000. Well, tomorrow I'll be selling this for $1 million, which will be double. And if I sell this in a public lobby, I can add on an additional $500,000, so I can earn $1.5 million from what would have normally been about $500,000, which is absolutely crazy. The wall safe is also earning double money, though. So essentially, the Nightclub in general is just becoming S tier. Even though it already is S tier, it's just going to be an absolute juicer of a business. If you don't own one, pick one up. It is definitely worth the money. They're not even really that expensive. Buying a Nightclub is only going to set you back around $700,000 this week. That's not bad at all. So let's make our way over to the observatory so we can take a look at this week's deals and discounts. As usual, let's start off with this week's freebies. We have the Dominator GTT and the Casco. The Dominator you can get in the wheel spin at the casino. That's the only way of getting it for free, so good luck and let me know if you get it in your garage. We have the Casco, and that is this week's prize ride. The Casco is not that expensive of a vehicle, but some of you might not have access to it. The only way to unlock the Casco is going over to an apartment and doing the heists. I don't remember exactly which original heist you have to do, but one of them unlocks this vehicle. So if you don't actually own the car, and you'll notice, it's not available on Legendary Motorsport, this is the only way to get your hands on the Casco, so I would highly recommend to participate in this week's races. But it is a little bit tricky to actually get this car, as you have to finish first place 3 days in a row. Pretty dang annoying. It's not even that expensive of a car normally. It's like $680,000, but as I said, it's a very rare vehicle, and because of that, you are going to have to put in a bit of work to actually get the car. Now we arrive to the 30% discounted vehicles. First of all, we have the Rapid GT. And this is one of my, or not the Rapid, the Stinger GT. And this is one of my favorite vehicles in the game. It looks so nice. I mean, it's not the best on handling, and there's nothing particularly amazing in the category of this vehicle. It's just a cool sports classics, but it just looks so nice. I really wish Rockstar would update some of these older vehicles and let you put better customization on them, because I remember back in the day, this was literally one of my favorite looking cars, and I still think it is an amazing looking car. This kind of baby blue I have on the vehicle stands out so well. As I said, it's just rather unfortunate that the vehicle really just doesn't stand much of a chance against the newer vehicles. Okay, well, what else do we have? This is the Patriot Stretch. And yeah, the Patriot Stretch is not the most exciting vehicle. Also, I should mention the Stinger GT is normally $800,000. You can get it this week for $600,000 at a 30% discount. The Patriot Stretch is normally $600,000. This week you can get it for $400,000. I mean, the Patriot Stretch is pretty dang useless, let's be honest. I mean, it's not very fast, it's not very fun to drive. It is a bit of a meme, but, like, why would you ever buy this car? Like, that's the question I always plague people with. Like, what about this vehicle makes you want to buy it? Like, it might be funny for, like, an hour, and then you're like, oh, I wasted, like, $600,000 on it. So, I don't know. It's pretty cheap at $400K this week, but I still don't really recommend to buy it, especially when we literally have the normal Patriot right next to me, which is faster and actually just as good at off-roading as some of the better vehicles in the game. So I personally just don't see much of a reason to pick up this vehicle, but it is on sale, so if you want to get it, there's your choice. We have the festival bus, the party bus. This thing is super cool looking, but don't really see a reason to buy it, even though it is on sale. It's still over $1 million. I'm not even going to drive it. It's a useless vehicle. Don't waste your money on it. Now we have the Shinobi, and I think the Shinobi is one of the coolest looking motorcycles in the game. I love the way it kind of looks like an alien on the front. Absolutely epic. It's also great at wheeling. You can see that here. You can almost instantly enter a wheelie whenever you're driving it. Makes it super good at acceleration. It's one of the best lap time motorcycles in the game, and I just drove into a wall not paying attention. But yeah, in terms of its capabilities, it is a great motorcycle. The only problem is it's normally $2.5 million. This week you can get it for 1.5 though, which is actually pretty good. So if you're looking for a decent discount, this week is a very good time to get your hands on the Shinobi. I don't think 1.5 is that expensive at all for a vehicle like this. I think that's a pretty reasonable price. So yeah, for a motorcycle that has amazing handling and overall capabilities, I would definitely recommend to pick this up. I'll probably have a video on it later this week. We have the Taipan, which is such a disappointing vehicle. I really like the look of this car. I wish it had better spoiler options. This is actually what my personal one looks like. I think it looks pretty cool. The problem is, it's just so mediocre on its handling. I mean, you can see here the turning, it's bad. This is a supercar, and it can barely turn. And judging that it's normally $2 million, I can't recommend to buy it. Now, this week it is $1.1 million, so not awful. If you did want a fairly inexpensive, pretty bad supercar, albeit, but still fairly inexpensive, then this is one of the chances you have to pick it up. As I said, I just don't see much of a reason why you should ever want this car. It looks cool, so I guess that's all it's really got going for it, but I don't know, it doesn't have any really unique capabilities. I almost forgot, but there's one other vehicle to talk about for today's video, and that is the Rapid GT Classic. I love the design of this car. Such a nice looking vehicle. And it is on sale this week. The Rapid GT Classic is normally $900,000. You can get it for $600,000. Yeah, I literally almost forgot to put this in the car lineup this week, but here we have it. I would definitely recommend to pick up this car. It's actually one of the better handling sports classics. It's similar to that of the Cheetah Classic in that area, and it just sounds and looks amazing. It's got great customization for it. I love this vehicle. Such a nice car. So, yeah, well, it was a nice car until I looked behind me and then rolled the vehicle. So, yeah, that's the Rapid GT Classic. The final vehicle we have to talk about for today's video is the Penumbra FF. Why? Well, you can get this car for free by participating in the salvage yard robberies. Yes, you heard that right. This is the second car ever we have been able to keep for basically, it's like $10,000, so I'm calling it free. Some nerd out there can tell me I'm wrong, but whatever. You can get this car for $10,000 if you complete the salvage yard robbery inside of your auto shop, which is crazy, or not the auto shop, the chop shop. So, absolutely fantastic. This vehicle has really good handling, not the best overall top speed, but we can see this thing grips like a beast, and because of that, it's actually very fun to drive. I don't own this car on my main account, so I will be picking it up this week, showcasing its capabilities, and yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that. So I think that this is honestly a great week. The Nightclub alone is S tier. The fact that you're earning double money and everything there is incredible. When you pair that with the fact that you can also get a lot of good vehicles, and the fact that you get the Penumbra FF4 literally free if you own a chop shop, then yeah, this is an amazing week. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Obviously, if you'd like to see more like it, you know what to do. And let me know in the comments what you guys think about this week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.